Monkey Man, the new film from first time director Dev Patel. Dev Patel, one of our most famous, well acclaimed actors of his generation. He is out here premiering the film Monkey Man. This film premiered a few weeks ago at the South by Southwest Film Festival. It just went wide, distributed by Universal Studios and released, or I should say, at the very least, helped release by Jordan Peele and his studio. This film, Monkey Man, is directed by Dev Patel. It stars Dev Patel. He is a screenwriter on this film, and it's based on a story by Dev Patel. And I had been looking forward to this film because this trailer was awesome.
You are a beast. In this city, the rich don't see us as people.
I saw this one and I got really excited because it felt new and exciting. And it looked like, at the very least, in conversation with the John Wick films, but with something different. And I could feel that in the trailers. So when I got the chance to see this movie a few days early, I jumped at it and I am so excited to be talking about Monkey Man because this is an exciting directorial debut for Dev Patel. Uh, like I said, he's one of our most talented actors, and this is a role that I've never seen him in. This is a very quiet role from him where Dev is so good at just having his natural charisma just shine through on the screen. This one takes away a lot of that charisma, at least in terms of speaking. He's a very quiet character in it, and yet he still pulls it off. There is still an inherent charisma that Dev Patel is able to show us in the film Monkey Man, while not being the traditional charisma that we are used to. In this film, Monkey Man, Dev Patel is far quieter. He is far more brooding. And this film is very dark and very upsetting at times. And yet, Dev Patel really guides us through this world. I thought Dev Patel as an actor in this movie is very standout. And you see the physical strength that this film puts on him as an actor as he is going through stunt scene after stunt scene. And as someone who can't really say that I've seen a lot of Dev Patel true form action films, this was a pretty exciting cause for celebration to just see him embrace the action genre so wholeheartedly. This is Dev Patel going full out, showing that he is an action star and that he is embracing this genre. And as a director, Dev Patel does that in spades as well. This is clearly someone who studied all of the great films of the 21st century in the action genre. This is somebody who saw the shaky cam techniques utilized in the Bourne trilogy. This is somebody who clearly watched the Raid series. This is someone who was clearly influenced by John Wick. He's putting that all in this film, and you can feel the influence of the 21st century met with the influence of international cinema, and along with the influence of I specifically believe Asian cinema is very much felt throughout this uh, thriller set in India. And what I think Monkey Man does so successfully is it elevates itself as a genre within the action film, where it feels far more sophisticated than maybe a lot of your punch 'em up action films do. And I believe this is because Dev Patel is no stranger to the social hierarchy in India and some of its current problems as presented by the caste system and India's history with the caste system. And so this film talks about ideas of poverty. It talks about the idea of class and hierarchy in India. And this film touches on ideas of nationalism and where the government is in India. And Dev Patel does this so wonderfully. And it just made this film feel all the more exciting. It made it feel fresh and original. It felt so politically charged, but not politically charged in the way that we see many American films be politically charged. This one is far more identity focused and far more culturally focused, I think is probably even a better way to put it. It is so concerned with where India is right now and how it got there based on its history. And this is ties into this idea of the monkey man, which is this mythological being in Indian storytelling. And again, I can't say that I know much about the Indian mythology here because that would be a complete lie. However, Dev Patel brings you into this world, and I felt safe in this world with him presenting it the way that he did. It just felt like someone who had full control of this story at all times. And as a director and a first time director, what I found most exciting was how exciting Dev Patel was willing to get with his direction. There is a lot of ambition within his directorial style. There are just scenes in here where it is pretty magnificent the way that this film is edited, the way that this film looks, and the way that characters decide to attack each other physically. Dev Patel, as an actor, has a few moments in this film that are just action set pieces and sequences that I've never seen an actor do physically. There's just moments where Dev Patel, specifically with his mouth, just almost feels like revolutionary in the way that he decided to make action in this film. Again, not to say that this hasn't been in any other films, but the way that he designs this, and specifically the physicality in which he brings it, gives this film a bit of a comedic wonder to it, that to the point that I was like, it was so visceral watching that it was hard not to get excited watching this film and watching a director take all of these chances. And with those chances, there comes failure. There are narrative fall points in this movie. There are sequences in this movie that feel very out of place. There are scenes in this film that are either overly edited, that feature too little editing, or the story just falls completely apart because of clear editing issues and scenes being cut out from the film. This film feels like a movie that could have been way longer, and also feels like a film at times that is too long. And despite all of that, I didn't really mind it because every choice that he made, I found exciting. And that doesn't mean exciting does not mean good. There are scenes that I think I found exciting in this film that I also called messy, because that is just the truth of the directing style in this movie. There are scenes in here where I was like, "Oh my god, this is so beautifully shot," or what he is capturing as in his choreography is so wonderful to behold. And narratively in the story, it makes no sense that this is happening at this moment, or this needs to be cut because it's kind of losing the momentum set up by this previous action sequence. And that happens a few times without throughout the film. And yet, I still would rather take that than most other films that we see recently, because this one was one willing to take chances. Monkey Man took all of the biggest swings, and it paid off pretty largely in my mind. I think this is such an exciting directorial debut, and I am so excited to see where Dev Patel goes next, because if this is what he was able to accomplish in his first film, with all of the studio issues that he had with this, with the production going through COVID, with this changing hands, with this finally getting a release via Universal, it's just so exciting to just think, with all this experience, what is he going to build on and what is he going to do next? And that's what Monkey Man got me excited the most for, was that Dev Patel's direction is one to be taken seriously and to note. And I am so excited because I had a great time watching Monkey Man. And I just found it such a visceral, thrilling experience, and one that I haven't seen before. And when this film hits its highs, the highs are so low. And while this film does have lows, the highs almost canceled those lows out for me. That I just didn't have those issues, despite there being issues within this. I believe Monkey Man is very much worth your time, and you should check it out in the theater. And this is a very exciting directorial debut from Dev Patel. I am going 4 out of 5 stars for Monkey Man.